Today, I want to talk about what's actually happening in the real estate market right now, what sellers need to understand, and most importantly, why selling in today's market is still absolutely possible with the right strategy and expectations. My name is Angel Leon with your King County real estate market update, and I know there's a lot of noise out there right now. People hear about interest rates, they hear words like cooling market, they hear homes are sitting longer. And yes, that's all true. Yet, for many homeowners, especially those who have lived in their homes for decades, that can create uncertainty and hesitation. But here's the good news: homes are still selling every single day across King County. Buyers are still active, and well prepared homes are still creating strong results. The market has simply become more selective. We are no longer in the environment where almost anything would sell immediately with multiple offers and no preparation. Today's buyers are more careful. They're comparing options, they're watching interest rates closely, and they want value. That does not mean homes are not selling. It means that strategy matters more than ever. One of the biggest mistakes that sellers can make in today's market is pricing based on what happened 2 or 3 years ago instead of what buyers are willing to do today. The sellers having the most success right now are the ones who prepare the home properly, price strategically, and understand how buyers are thinking today. And honestly, that's empowering because those are all things that you can control. If you're thinking about selling or even just considering a move at some point in the future, here are a few important things I would encourage you to ask any real estate agent that you interview. First, how are you helping sellers prepare before the home hits the market? Preparation matters today more than it has in years. And that does not mean that you need a full remodel. It means understanding which updates actually matter to buyers and which ones do not. Sometimes small improvements create a major difference in how buyers respond emotionally to a home. Second, what is your pricing strategy? You want an agent who understands current buyer psychology, not someone who simply tells you the highest number that you want to hear. In today's market, overpricing often creates the exact opposite result sellers want. It can lead to fewer showings, longer market times, and price reductions later. Strategic pricing creates momentum, and momentum creates leverage. This is also why understanding your specific neighborhood matters so much. Not every neighborhood is behaving the same right now. One area may still have very strong demand and limited inventory, while another area may be seeing more competition and longer market times. Condominiums can behave differently than single-family homes, and luxury properties can behave differently than entry-level homes. And even two neighborhoods just a few miles apart can experience very different buyer activity. That's why sellers should be cautious about making decisions based on national headlines or broad market statistics. Your specific property, your location, your price point, and your condition all matter. A good real estate advisor should be able to explain what is happening specifically within your neighborhood and your category of home, not just what's happening generally across the country. So when you're interviewing an agent, one of the most important questions you can ask is, what are you seeing specifically in my neighborhood and with homes similar to mine? Third, what is your plan if the home does not immediately sell? This is an important conversation because today's market requires ongoing communication, adjustments, and active management. A good agent should be able to talk to you about buyer feedback, showing activity, market shifts, and options throughout the process. And the fourth question to ask is, how are you helping make this process less overwhelming? Especially for longtime homeowners, the emotional and logistical side of selling can feel bigger than the sale itself. What to keep, what to donate, what to repair, what to do first, and how to prepare without feeling exhausted. The right support system matters, and I think this is one of the biggest mindset shifts sellers need right now. A changing market does not mean you've missed your opportunity. It simply means that the approach matters more. There are still buyers looking for well-cared homes. There are still people relocating, and there are still downsizers, professionals, retirees, and families looking for the right fit. One thing I'm seeing consistently right now is that buyers are responding very positively to homes that feel clean, cared for, realistic, and move-in ready. Especially in the condominium market, presentation and pricing are becoming increasingly important because buyers have more options than they did previously. But condos are still selling, single family homes are still selling, and life transitionings are still happening every single day. Sometimes waiting for the perfect conditions creates more stress than making a thoughtful plan and moving forward intentionally. The goal is not perfection. The goal is preparation and strategy. So, if you are feeling uncertain about the market, I want you to know this. There are always solutions and there are always options. And there are ways to make this process far less daunting than many people imagine. If you have questions about today's market or you simply want to understand your options, I'm always happy to be a resource. Whether you're planning to move soon, helping a parent, or just trying to understand what today's market means for your situation, you don't have to figure it out all alone. I'm Angel Leon with eXp Realty, and if you found this information useful, please share it with someone who may benefit from it and subscribe for more videos just like this.